What if I told you that the United States gold reserves might be one of the biggest financial illusions in history? The government claims we have 261.5 million ounces of gold locked away in Fort Knox, West Point, and Denver Mint. But here's the problem. No full independent audit has been done since 1953. That's over 70 years of just trusting what the government tells us. And now we have DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and Elon Musk threatening to audit and uncover all government lies. What if the gold isn't there? Or if the amount is far less than reported, the consequences could be devastating. My name's James Santiago and welcome to your show, Learn Wealthy. Today we're going to talk about what if DOGE and Elon Musk audits the United States gold reserves. Gold prices could skyrocket as supply vanishes. Fiat currency panic could accelerate, even though we're not even on a gold standard. And worst of all, this could be the perfect moment for BRICS nations to challenge the US dollar. So today we're asking these tough questions. What happens to your gold if the United States gold reserves is a lie? And why would fiat currency collapse if we're not even in a gold standard? And could this be the event that finally breaks the world's dollar dependence? Let's get into it. Part 1. Is the gold really there? The United States claimed to have one of the largest gold reserves in the world, 261.5 million ounces. But let's be real. Has anyone actually seen it? Well, the last audit was 1953, over 70 years ago. The government claims that smaller audits have been done, but no independent third-party verification has ever been allowed. When Germany asked to repatriate its gold in 2013, they didn't get it back for 7 years, raising the question, was it even there to begin with? What if the same thing applies to United States' own gold? Part 2. What happens to gold prices if the reserves are missing? If the United States gold reserves are missing or significantly lower than reported, your gold bars can become way more valuable overnight. Less supply equals higher prices. If millions of ounces are missing, the price of gold would explode as markets panic. Paper gold markets could collapse. Right now, the same gold bars may have multiple paper claims on them, meaning people think they own gold, but in reality, they only own IOUs. Central banks would scramble for physical gold. Countries like China and Russia would try to buy up every available ounce, further driving up the prices. Part 3. Why would fiat collapse if we're not on a gold standard? I know what you're thinking. The US dollar is not backed by gold. President Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard at 1971. So why would this matter? But here's the thing. It still does. Even though we're not on a gold standard, gold is still a key confidence factor. The idea that the United States has a massive gold reserve acts as a psychological backstop for investors. If the gold isn't there, it would signal deeper problems in the US financial system, making people question what else is the government hiding. Central banks still hoard gold. If gold was irrelevant, why do global banks keep buying it? The answer is gold has been real money, at least for the last 5,000 years of recorded history, and way past that. If you're a believer of the Bible, gold was mentioned 8 times in the Genesis creation story. And fiat currencies, well, they don't last forever. Foreign countries would dump the dollar faster. If trust in gold vanishes, major economies might start looking for alternatives. And some of them have been looking for years now, such as the BRICS nation. And that all could be accelerated. And that brings us to another big question. Part 4. Could this break the US dollar global dominance? You know, the dollar is not really strong because people trust it. It's strong because of the nature of the Eurodollar system. It's strong because the world don't have any other better alternatives, at least for now. The Eurodollar system forces demand for US dollars. Global debt is denominated in US dollars, meaning global companies and governments need US dollars to pay off debt. When debt is paid off, dollars are destroyed, making them scarcer and keeping the dollar strong. But what if that changes? If an audit reveals that United States gold reserves are gone, BRICS countries might use the moment to launch a gold-backed or commodity-backed alternative to the US dollar. Here is how they could break the system. China and Russia have been stockpiling gold for years. Why? Because maybe they see the shift coming. Saudi Arabia is already pricing oil in Chinese yuan. If they fully ditch the petrodollar, it could mean game over in the near future. BRICS nations are building a trade settlement system outside the dollar. If they attach it to gold, the US loses its biggest advantage. Bottom line, if the US gold reserves are missing, the financial world would move one step closer to de-dollarization. Part 5. What can you do? If this happens, what do we do? Here's the playbook. Own physical gold, not paper gold, not ETFs. Real physical gold you can hold and feel. Or if you like gold that you can wear, watch BRICS and emerging markets. Pay attention to how they respond to a potential gold scandal. Stay informed on dollar alternatives. Whether it's gold-backed currencies, Bitcoin, or commodity-backed trade systems. Be prepared for a monetary shift. The truth is we may never get a real audit of Fort Knox. But if the US gold reserves are just a lie, just like everything we already know about the government, even before DOGE and Elon Musk came along, the cracks in the system will show. First in the global economy, then in the US dollar's value, and finally in the price of gold itself. So the question is, are you prepared in case of a gold reserve audit? Let me know in the comments. Should the US gold reserves be audited? And if we found out the gold reserves weren't there, what would you do? For more finance, investing, real estate, and macroeconomics, let's all learn wealthy together. I'll see you in the next video.